Good day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole.
Yay!
I'm gonna pass. Wait. For interest. Yes, we're passing off. No, I'm not.
We would like to
Would you like to
thank
do that again?
I'm very
RPG
confused.
Elements, JD Arts, Okie Deer, and Corinne Milne for their wonderful artwork that they have shared with us and allowed us to share with you. So please check that out in the links down below. You can also like, subscribe, follow us here, support us on Patreon if you are. We love you if you're not.
Fuck you.
Freeloading bastards. With that, I think we're going to dive right in.
Oh, hey, and also if you'd like to see all the cool art, not just in our intro here, or our character art right in front of us here, take a look at the very end. Stay tuned to the end of the video because you're going to see all our art throughout the different years and all those wonderful contributors that have put together this for us. So
Yeah, but without further ado, there's a demon to slay.
Okay.
Okay, last time we left our intrepid adventurer, the Silver Menagerie. I'm getting better on that. Resetting is very good. The Silver Menagerie, traveling through the Fey Wild, found the patron that is Quinn, that you are connected to, that was calling for assistance as your kingdom that had apparently a lot more funding and reasonings unknown at the time to attack all of Fey Wild that were on the material plane at the time, gathering and capturing as many as they could. You defended your dryad patron as she was, being injected with some bad juju, essentially. Yes,
You're
that
a
is.
bad juju.
You defended your home turf as part of the Pact of the Green Warden. And as a result of that, you were able to figure out a little more something, but due to the results of, some bad luck rolls, essentially, there's been other dryad groves that weren't as lucky as yours, as people of your value were not there to assist in the right timely manner. Through a series of unfortunate events, you were given sacks of this powdery substance known as the drug as Fizz. And with the connections of your backstory with your brother specifically, you knew exactly the horrific nature of what this represented, knowing now where all the Fae have disappeared to. In an act of rage, after a spontaneous episode of shopping, because someone just decided, I want to make a shop, and she did. Through some paints and just, influence of the Fae. It's fun. You guys did the shopping episode, got a bunch of scrolls, got a bunch of items that were upgraded, and got very lucky on what you got, with payments being subjective. Quinn, completing the rites of Malice, finishing your arrows of hatred, and essentially enacting a single-person blood hunt, and those that serve under your family's name. You found that a summoned recently Baylor in Amerilith, somewhere yet unseen in this familiar druidic grove that you recently just had a trial in, as the twin dryads of Lavender that oversaw the trials of popularity contest did not survive the onslaught of the Haviland Kingdom.
I've really broken up about it.
Yeah,
Mostly because, Dryads dying bad, but they were kind of dicks.
They didn't really say they were neutral parties, essentially. They didn't really positive and negative, but they made sure that it was actually like a somewhat decent trial. But anyway, advisedly, you stayed while you sent off your patron to gather the rest of your companions while you messed with his summoning circles that was going around the sacrificial dryad's tree.
Why do I keep getting cupcakes?
As the fires of its last remaining bits of its soul is containing it in its place right now as a small little pen, temporary as it is, as the last bit of these souls of dryads and fae that sacrifice themselves attempted to bring nature's wrath to contain it as much as possible for whoever has time to take care of it. The air is choked with ash, cinder, and smoke. You, being a person of nature, you have capabilities to bypass this, for the most part. and with a mighty flash of light, familiar to your patron of what is your fairy called again? It was a bulb fairy, essentially.
What's her name?
No. What is she? She's a bumble fairy. Basically, she's just a floating ball of light.
Yeah, she's a. Bumble's her name. It's
Anyway,
Yeah,
this giant
good
ball
pixie.
of light that is just basically a giant pixie form teleported into the fact and then shrunk immediately to the being strapped at the center of a unconscious Spark's chest. At the center, in front of the Baylor, as it screeches upon your arrival, shaking the very trees that remain lit, many of them falling over and fire rages around you. And there's also those screeches, cackling laughter around as demons that have strung up the bodies and are not captured move towards the voice of war. As you guys move to battle, as you teleported right in front of the demon.
Home anywhere, hi! Wait, I got
As
that
the
wrong.
air-
So I'm facing the wrong way, aren't I?
You're looking at my chest.
Right.
Why do I imagine Vedic in like one of those open backtail robes now?
Oh no, I'm in shiny blue armor now.
I mean, I'm shiny blue armor now that glows a lot of magic and says "hit me."
You try hitting a pixie.
As you guys jumped and moved with incredible intent, as your lungs fill with the choked air of this ruined grove that you do recognize somewhat on the material plane being here before, we moved up to the perspective of Sparks that went into deep meditation, truly unconscious. when you
Hence the
delve-
blue serene of the table.
Yes. We're not in the battle map
I
yet,
know.
all right?
not see the world.
Do you make the apple dunk sound? On what?
It's the windows.
You know when we tap you?
Oh.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Is there a little bell on the top of his head? Ding, ding.
His eyes flash up warning.
I could tap him. I could tap him as I pull up my giant frying
I
pan.
have 4 eyes. It's a single blue light just going around in a circle.
There you go. Sparks, diving into your
Could it
chest.
be the DVD signal, like the one that bounces around the TV when you've had the DVD?
Oh, we're about to get the true corner, true corner. Oh.
That was green, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but it can just like go between.
It's now
Sparks.
time for a Windows update.
you dive into your chest. The gentle.
Oh no! Wake up, Sparks! Did somebody turn him off?
Time for an update.
It's good, yeah.
The Baylor summons another Baylor, and then summons another Baylor, and they start gangbanging you.
I
If
everyone roll
they can
characters.
find me,
You'll survive. Anyway,
I'm gonna go with material.
For all intents and purposes, they think I'm dead.
Sparks. You dive into your chest. The gentle hum that has always accompanied you within the past encounter of something
Sounds like the
much greater than anything before. This hum of dozens to hundreds and thousands of rotating, clicking cogs overtake your senses as you willingly relinquish all control to the complex certainty of mechanical tempo. You're falling.
I love this soundtrack.
Falling, surrounded by darkness at first, the sound overtakes, and then suddenly you see through rapid motion going as you're falling down, it's passing structures, metal, cogs, rotating platforms, materials, sounds, clicking, hammers striking, the sound of a whistle, and you hit, disorienting, spinning in rapid succession, almost starfish fashion, but you're not in like starfish. You still have your body, but your body didn't hit. But you hit something, and you went a different direction, and you hit again. Tap, 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 as you land in a funnel. And another thing similar to you lands behind you, tap, 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 in the same funnel, and again, and again, and again, as you're now on a moving conveyor belt, surrounded by these strange cylinder crystals. And you realize as you can put your hand out, that you're in one of these cylinders. As you're looking around, seeing movements and flickering lights and shadowy fingers contained in these structures like yours. Moving down the conveyor belt. Something loud in the distance. About 6 arms taken up, grabbing a couple of cylinders, placing them on different areas. Moving platforms that stop the belt, move to different sections, and then continue rolling and then move back to gather more and move to different areas. You are on a conveyor belt, moving across vast amounts of distances as you join the hundreds, no, thousands, trillions of other crystal-like constructs, similar to yours, being processed in whatever refinery this is, as you see these crystals about 100 feet away, probably a perspective of almost like these insects in a world that is much bigger than what you're supposed to be in. Seeing danger all around you as rotating cogs are crushing whatever that might be in, but it is pristine, processed, refined, and never misused. Everything is in the place that it should be. Everything is perfectly in a proper synchronization. This is a properly maintained facility. As you see one of the crystals being lifted up by dozens of hands, by a faceless form with many eyes, a robotic humanoid with no torso, and a almost levitating platform that is moving with the actual platform, moving platform itself. Putting crystals 1, 2, 3 as a platform, fills it with the electrolyte, as you hear tiny little screeches inside these cylinders as they light up. And they place them, picking up these finished cylinders, turning it around, and placing in this almost spherical leg arm things that is almost complete in nature, as you definitely see almost like a Warforged design, but more sleek, simple, almost fleshy, you want to say. Placing one crystal, second crystal, inside into these giant eyeless holes at the center of these things as they continue down the conveyor belt. Again, 6 more, and they screech when they're powered up. You get closer and closer to these processed crystals being filled with energies. Another 6. Getting closer, another. Each time filling the screeches of the internal soul-containing devices, incinerating and reprocessing whatever is inside these cylinders, the same cylinder that you're in. Getting closer, 50 feet now.
Am I able to move?
I mean, you have like a 5-foot circle around you, but yeah, you can move. You can't really stand up right now as you're like laying on the side, but you still have the cylinder that's currently containing you.
Don't let your lightsaber get broken. Oh, when you're so mad at me.
Well,
Another 6.
I take a seat and I hold out my journal.
Another 6.
Just gonna hold on to every memory that I have from that past.
Another 6. You're next in line.
And I'm just going to relax. Thinking only of what I came here for, what I was trying to do. I passed the reason why I embarked on this whole adventure to begin with.
And you
And
will.
many things that are still left untied.
Next 6. You being the third in line. It's pauses. Synchronization is definitely skipping tempo. As you're moved into position and you see the various forms next to you that are inside, now seeing these shadowy, formless humanoids, similar to yourself, now realizing that you're not, I mean, you're in the same-ish shape, but it's almost like this flowing material that represents you, that's contained by an invisible barrier that is something familiar to your spark's form. You're a poof and yours, along with another, flies out. You're flung. You hit another funnel. And another one. And another one. And you land in a crystal pile of rejects. As you decipher that. as you're bucketed along into a place that is much hotter, much more intense. And you hear as you're dumped out onto another conveyor belt, and you see as a crusher is destroying cylinders in front of you. 1 second, third, 10. Multiple, side by side, dozens upon dozens. A magnificent refinery that is building whatever it is. As you see these almost finalized circular humanoid things, definitely constructs in nature, go through a final process. They go almost in a cube stacking process. As at the end of the line, they grow an almost fleshy mouth with teeth inside of them that are a little mechanical and a singular eye behind a glass dome. But you're not in this process. More crushing.
Those are
You're getting
definitely
closer.
monsters. I don't want to do that. I'd rather accept this than that.
Are you doing anything to prevent this? Getting closer. Crushing, breaking, smashing, dumping into a lava pit below.
Put my book away. I have too many things that have been left undone. I'm not ready to accept that my purpose has been fulfilled.
More crushing.
Do I have a sword?
You still have your sword. You have all your equipment. It's integrated into your body.
Cool. Okay, let's just try and slice open this container.
Sure. Make a either intelligence or wisdom or charisma saving throw.
Oh, wisdom and charisma, boy, you get a nice selection there to choose from.
Yes, because I'm a fighter, and all of those are my very good stats.
It was nice knowing the sparks.
It's like asking Act to do that too. It's like, well,
Make an intelligence saving throw.
15.
Of?
Huh?
What did you use?
ooh, he's gonna make you
Intelligence,
choose.
charisma, or wisdom?
He's gonna make you choose.
You said 15, so you just rolled a 15?
I rolled a 15 saving throw.
Of what?
Intelligence or charisma is going to be +1 regardless.
You choose. Tell me. Are you
Yeah,
being smart
I-
about it?
I have a feeling
Charisma?
depending
All
on
right.
if it fails,
So,
or
As
success.
you're about to swing, you realize this is not your physical form. As you look at the blade of mercy, or what you would discern as mercy, you see a bit of the almost like white foggy energy that just kind of trickles and waves at the edges of where the true edge of your weapon should be, along with your arm and hand. And you realize this is just
Theory representation.
it's a representation. Anything physical is not going to work as you just kind of roll back and forth and try to move your personality to one side to another and another as you try to shift your
I'm gonna
personality.
roll this.
As you
I'm gonna
begin-
push the ball.
Yeah,
Push it over.
as you
Roll
become
it.
the spiritual hamster.
Spiritual hamster ball.
Yeah, as you start rolling in one direction straight away or over the edge. There is no lip to the edge and it just falls over.
Can I see the ground?
Crunch, 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 make a
I don't care. I died by that, or I died by crawling.
You're like,
One way or another.
you're like 20 feet
I'm picking
away.
my own end.
As you go over the edge,
Yes. Come on, break.
smack! You see a little bit of crack. Smack! More cracking. You fall what seems to be story after story, dozens of layers of conveyor belts, seeing various different objects being crafted, weaponry, body parts, different structures and objects, and even buildings themselves that look like they're being modular. That's weird. As you see marching in unison these round spherical people that are mechanical in nature with these almost clockwork-based weaponry that are long and pointy at the end that spark with the electricity, marking a mechanical perfected synchronization. There's unnatural movements in their body, even though parts of their facial structure of just their sphere bodies, there is no like head, torso, shoulder, and stuff like that. It's a sphere with just arms that are impossibly mechanically thin and legs that are set with a couple of heavy boots with a center eye, with a couple seem to be a different version of like a cube and a pyramid, like upside down pyramid, marching in mechanical synchronization to a glowing pathway that you already passed that.
It's those.
This is the place of law and order.
Yes. Yes.
And then the falling, it doesn't stop, but the trajectory becomes weird.
Gravity's a little funky down here.
Gravity becomes weird, and as you fly across multiple tubes,
Does he have all of his gear or just the stuff that's integrated?
only the stuff that's integrated,
Okay.
So that's my sword and shield. That's about it.
pretty much. But something
Dream
spiritual about
state
that
stuff.
journal just kind of lingered with you, even though it's just another part.
It is the entire reason for my character being a character.
Exactly. I'm not gonna say no to that. And then you realize after a couple of heart racing, I say heart, you don't really have a heart, but like moments of like, I'm falling, I'm gonna die, this thing is gonna break, I don't know where I'm at, I just released control to who knows what I did. And then you realize it's not gravity becoming weird, but at its momentum of like something moving in the structure itself that's causing the trajectory of things to be weird, like throwing a basketball on a moving ship. That kind of thing. Like the entire factory itself is moving.
It's all perspective. Got you.
It's all about perspective. As you race by furnaces, race by things that are currently wiring bits and pieces together that have dozens of arms and no bodies underneath them. Things that are just quite literally just moving crates with legs that are moving from one location to the other. As you go, you hit darkness.
Over the darkness, my friend. I've come to talk with you again.
And the familiar sight of a construct, a being made of many different parts. Now you realize there are structures, buildings, cogs, refineries, platforms, a body made of mechanical nonsense, yet incomplete.
It is sound.
Darkness. We have to say sound of darkness.
Sound of
That would be
darkness.
sound of silence would actually be a copyright.
I need a spray bottle.
Or a Nerf gun.
Where's my spray bottle? I used to have one right here. You moved it.
You were singing along with us, I hope.
You're not the only crystal that has done this. You see several others, but very few compared to the hundreds of them out there. They're just,
Apricot brand.
and you're just joining them as you go into this, away from this body, as you see the rolling cogs of where the head would be, making that weird face within the cogs. As the whole structure of the body contorts, twists, and moves. As an armless stump of a humanoid soldier-like thing made out of building parts rushes towards you. Now, when I say rushes, you don't realize how fast it's moving until it's already on top of you, and then you realize it's moving like hundreds of miles an hour.
It's like something overly massive moving at a really fast speed. Just
Exactly. And if there was truly any air in the facility, the thing would be bursting the air into fire of like how fast it would be going. And you realize this half second until it's already on you, and you're like, oh shit! As a dozen, almost like a elongated, 1,000 upon thousands of feet long, spindly, mechanical, tooth-pronged finger effortlessly grab you, mechanically perfected. As this top of the head rolls around mechanically from the opposite side, turning around completely, as you see this mechanical superstructure face, one impressive red eye that activates and lights up like a spotlight on your position. As a voice, in a deeply grainy voice made of trillions of grinding and rotating cogs, speaks and vibrates the land as it speaks to you. Tidal sparks make Juggernaut key access to serial number error, origins error now being detected. Hazardous waste disposal recommendation delayed. Unit request. Acquisition additions. That's me fucking up. Acquisition additional resources. There we go. I didn't say it. Resources exchanged absolutes. What are you willing to give? What are you willing to seek?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
You come to us seeking something. You have our gift, and yet we do not give it. You are an anomaly. What do you ask? Access level 2.
I seek many things. If I have to be specific, 2 very specific things. 1, to have the ability to protect those I care about beyond all measure. And 2, to hopefully facilitate bringing back what I held dear.
Request vague, but acceptable. What are you willing to give? Resources require exchange. We are not whole. We seek to be whole.
What would make you whole?
Many things.
What
Actively search. More technology, better. You agree? And he seems to stop, and this eye, even though it shifts, but the light itself almost like becomes like fractal, even though there's nothing in it to cause it to fract. As you see images across your lifetime, holding the Ark of Cogs, giving it to the Warforged people. Acceptable. Found. Given. Successful. Other processes needed. Anomaly detected. Are you searching for an option? For exchange?
I don't have a massive amount to give, really. Everything that I have has been given to me or found. I only take what I need to continue my mission. I give most everything else away.
Boy, did you.
Then what would it give? Time?
For timeless beings, time is
Servitude.
time is not consistent across all planes. Time is relative.
Or did you misread Einstein?
Then what are you willing to give? Final ask. We can assign targets, if simple-minded.
You may become an interdimensional bounty hunter.
Anomaly detected. 2 you have met. Threats to cosmic stability.
That was actually that was. I understand I'm not supposed to be here. I understand there's a lot of things that aren't supposed to be here.
Correct.
It's one of the things that I have been trying to facilitate in mending. However, I've realized that I am not exactly strong enough in the ways necessary to undo these anomalies. I could facilitate their removal.
Acceptable. But he seems to look into you. Are you being truthful right now? Then make a charisma check. I'm already using that 15 on the back for the initial conversation because that is truthfully exceptional for you.
Yes, it is. It's not great.
I'd have to roll an 8.
Oh, speaking of 8s,
That's a 9.
it's an 8, which is a 9.
Do you have any shenanigans? Because this is a saving throw.
Oh, it's a saving
We
throw.
have inspiration.
I do have an inspiration.
Oh yeah, you do have that D20 inspiration.
So that makes
Sorry, this is not a
This
saving.
is a super inspiration.
Yeah, this
This
is
is an instant 20.
super inspiration. And sorry, I
Yeah, you have to
misspoke.
add
It's
another
not a
D20
saving
roll.
throw. It's not a saving
It's
throw.
not.
Yeah,
You already
the
used
last
it.
thing was a saving throw. This is not.
So currently I'm at a 9. I'm just going to use that now because I've got it. It's probably the best time for me to use it.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a 19.
19.
Still really damn good.
Really good for you. You can feel yourself completely exposed.
Good for you.
Talking, and I'm going to tell you right now, having flashbacks as it brings up memories of the Church of the Perfecti through you, as you see the various texts and religious prayer of the tick-tocking madness that we are not a cult kind of people. As you see the Church of the Perfecti praying something known as the becoming God.
It's like Mac OS versus Windows versus Linux.
Yep. As they pray to the becoming God, whatever this thing is. You speak to a mechanical God.
It's Clippy.
It was Clippy the whole time.
So they're not insane.
Hey,
They're
it looks
not.
like you're trying to hide it.
They're not insane. They're not cult. They just. No.
They're just skewed a bit.
Yes.
They need direction.
You're skewed.
And you realize
Oh, that's a dangerous statement. Oh, this cult just needs a leader, doesn't it? Oh, no.
Who doesn't want an army of religious zealots?
Me. So,
That's how the space marines were made.
remember the contract?
I'm
that-
well, that worked out.
Hoping.
And before we get off track, as it studies you, and as you're having this flow of memory go through your body, your mind, but it's also like complete, like entire you, like spiritually understanding this on a base level that you have never before. Something being brought out to almost like you're being manipulated as the becoming God reads your memories and how you react to them, mechanically judging on what you mean by handled threats. Did you roll that d20?
Yeah,
Okay, and you still got a 19?
that was the 19. Because you're supposed to add them together, right?
Yes. Acceptable parameters. If accepted. Level 5 threat to cosmic unity and level 7 threat cosmic unity must be removed from the board entirely. Do you accept these parameters?
What are those?
Level 5 threat. Council of Tempered Thought member Query, House Representative Movement. Level 7 threat. Heavenly Counselor. First Seer of the Throne, Keeper of the Sacred Cow. The Fallen Star. Stout Seer of Vexing Chuckles. Ved Vala Cathar. And you hear just the cackling of a familiar
Would
kobold.
that happen to be a small golden kobold?
Small annoyance.
I thought I heard Vedic. And it was... sorry, I'm not in this dream.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with his. I'm assuming main title. I just know him as Vedic. Is this correct?
Vedic is a title of his as well, yes.
So I would have to kill eliminate Vedic across all planes. And
Oh my god!
Good luck.
All planes not necessary. This dimensional reality necessary.
Oh my god.
do I have a time frame?
Soon.
Time is not relative.
And that's why you do not have time. Time is not with you. He must be removed from board. Killing may not be enough. He must
It
be.
won't be.
I tried that. It didn't help.
I'm going to tell you guys.
Shut it the fuck. Yeah, we're just gonna make us leave the room.
Yeah.
Because this is heavy shit. This is some heavy shit.
Shut up.
So who was the first one?
The first one was council member of the Tempered Thought, Query.
He was the one that didn't vouch for me or my friends when.
He did.
Yeah. is one of the few that adventure files for us.
They must be contained. They must be controlled. They must not continue their studies.
What are they studying?
They are studying the very root of nature, the very being of time. They must not continue their study into the unknown of the fabrics of reality. They must be diverted, either through death or other means.
Other means.
Current resources that you provide, that you possess, is not enough to handle them. We shall provide adequate resources. Do you accept? Do you accept?
If it comes down to containing Vedic, I got a mayonnaise jar.
Just flicks the last remaining crystal next to.
What's cool about this is he's exactly right. I am going to break reality. I have every intention of doing it.
Yeah, there's like a fragmentation of time of just a mirror of Vedic. Like, yeah, that's true. That's
This is
completely
legit.
I have gone through and I've messed up time. I understand that through these actions recklessly, I can understand needing to reset them. Would simply preventing them from doing further research be enough to suffice?
Perhaps.
Ultimately,
Risky, but perhaps.
ultimately, removal of being the ultimate goal.
Correct. Simple, but effective.
On one condition. 2 conditions.
You test your boundaries.
1, being that I use the powers given to stabilize my current plane and timeline. 2, I am aided in returning what I once lost in some other manner. My father figure. To my plane.
Make a persuasion check. And I know. Good luck.
That's a really good time for a nat 20.
Was it?
Correct.
Was it?
It was cocked, but it was sitting 20 up, but it was at like this kind of angle.
Well, he threw the cock away.
Yeah, it was
What?
cocked.
Wait.
It was cocked.
It was showing 20, but it was sitting at an angle.
I would have called that a 20, but I mean, it's up to you.
Oh, come on.
What did you roll?
Play. Don't play it. Play.
I'm not gonna play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be a 10 straight up.
Not the worst, not the best.
He's gonna make me choose one or another.
Cosmic stability takes absolute. Father figure is dead. Move on.
We're all just cogs in this messing machine, understandable.
Even I. Certain rules must not break.
If I can stabilize my current timeline.
So let me get this straight. You're okay.
I'll accept if I get to stabilize my current timeline.
So you're suggesting that you want to stabilize first and then handle him. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You can feel the container start to bulge under the pressure of the 2 fingers that are holding you.
He's been very useful up to this point. If I can just prevent one from continuing to study, I'll at least take one of them out. For the time being, I believe that I'll be able to persuade those that I have around me.
Processing. Insufficient amount of time.
How much time are we working with here?
Short. Uncertain. but short. Level 5 threat must be handled quickly.
That I can do.
Accepted.
Level
Acceptable.
7 is going to be a bit. I can do level 5 at least.
We will be watching, judging, processing, calculating. We will send you with the Wrath of Titans. Access granted to level 5. As he releases the two hands, and you realize that his entire other arm, that is mostly functional, comes over as he releases you, as he turns around and comes over with a rapid haymaker to punch your tiny little itty-bitty cylinder that, again, is hundreds of feet long and
I'm being
wide.
punched by a planet.
Yeah, you're being punched by a planet.
Galactus?
And you realize he mechanically perfections a small little hole that you fly through its part of its fist, going into his body as you hit one side, hit another, as you fly through the processing structures of this entire area, as you realize that you're in another refinery, a place of hot, place of pouring lava, place of moving mega structures that are walking titans, that are impossibly massive, that are in his fist, as you fly down into just a lake of lava, to your understanding that everything's pouring down into you, as you realize that there are these mechanical, half-formed bodies that are up out of the lava, that are looking straight, but one of the faces that are incredibly big, like good 10 feet wide, just at the jawline, looks up and opens up its maw as your crystal gets hotter and hotter and hotter, and in turn your soul getting hotter and hotter and hotter to the point of blistering heat, searing the very soul of your person as you are consumed by this metal maw. We break to demon! Don't play the doom music, everyone!
I just agreed to kill Vedic.
You did.
I'm good with it. I'm so good with it.
Nick, you and I are going to have to specify exactly how Nick was sent Todd into the world, like what her exact parameters are.
Sure.
Okay, because if there's an internal fight, my current understanding does not dictate which side.
You can definitely make a phone call.
Yeah.
Hello, friends. Nick West.
Which one of them
Yeah, I'll
pisses you off first?
Oh no,
operator, I
Todd
have to
knows
talk to
the answer
Nicholas.
to that question. But it's more, which one of them is more Silver Menagerie? Like, if the Silver Menagerie were to break apart.
Who gets to keep the name?
Yeah.
We didn't
I'm
go
a
into the
Quinn.
legal rights of it. They have
I don't have to kill Quinn.
The last member in is the first one out. Takes the name with him.
I vote Quinn because he's the face man. I don't have to kill Quinn.
So, everyone, roll initiative!
Yay!
I failed.
Sparks rolls initiative along with Flint.
Okay. It's gonna go great. Oh, now you want to roll nice? Okay.
No, he actually has general pretty good decks.
Yeah, that's actually a very apt description of you. You are
It's the
a
final
Okay.
all space time.
Final smackdown.
Well, we haven't covered it yet, but very much so.
Understandable.
Yeah, that sounds like an episode name.
In order to
Smackdown.
resolve sort of my character conflict, like one of the things, like my primary character goal, I literally have to break the rules of gods.
Yep. You do?
Yeah. Like this is not surprising at all. I'm
No?
just
You've been making a lot of enemies after the Big Bang release.
yeah. I'm in that home stretch where you burn everything down just to get to it.
Let me just say, I played
Yeah, this is
grad
classic
student
wizard. I love it.
and somebody who just got out of food service, essentially. And you guys are doing a whole other thing.
What? I court deities and slap dragons.
Sorry,
I do it the
what?
other way around. In very
Would you
specific
like
ways.
a muffin? Like,
Muffin.
You all have to remember, I just wanted my damn cup of coffee, and you came spilling into my realm.
I did no such thing. Neither of my characters technically were involved in the recruitment of you.
All right.
Nick was just busy doing something else during that.
Yeah.
All right. 20 to 25.
26.
26.
Jesus Christ! Well, this is a good time.
You're gonna have to step up your game.
I really do. Dice.
Sweet, I
Dice.
have a plus 11 to initiative.
Oh, that's true. Did I hear a speed barrier break? So, all right, one more time. Who had the 26?
We both have 26s.
Well, you
I have
better.
higher
I
than
promise you have a higher dex than I do. How does she do that? I can see the future, and I don't see her move. She has retroactive, like she retroactively changes the timeline. That's how fast she must move.
She moves.
And with
She
your,
moves in the past.
The problem is you only see the future when it's decided. She doesn't make decisions, she just goes.
She moves way before anything's been decided. She sits in a quantum state, whichever one is better for her.
the other matter is that your future vision only has a certain frames per second. She's moving so fast.
It's only 4K. That's all I can do.
So she moves so fast that you can see the foot elongate.
What did we determine I move at? 30 miles per hour or
Yes.
something? Okay.
I'm probably more now.
That is a
No,
fast
that was-
goddamn rabbit.
That was with my 90 fly speed.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, that
all
was
right,
running
so-
and dashing.
After 26,
21.
21, all right.
So it's
Can I
canonically.
get a free action speech in as they arrive?
Yes, you can.
After the initiative, let me go into what quick to you.
So if
all
we say
right?
canonically she moves 30 miles per minute, or sorry, 30 minutes per hour.
What?
She probably moves, let's be honest, she probably moves 65 minutes per hour.
20 to 15.
17.
17. Did you roll for both, Nathan?
16. I'm running for both of mine?
Yeah, for Flint and Sparks.
Oh, okay. Naturally, Sparks got a lot less.
Okay.
Sparks got 10.
That makes
Flint
sense
got
because he's
16.
unconscious right now.
He's
You're just playing accurately.
So, okay,
he's loading.
processing up
Yeah,
You're
so
gonna
those-
land and just go.
where the load bar is
And that was
almost
Flint,
done, and it goes back.
Oh, I hate that shit.
So it was Ack at 17, 16 for Flint.
Yep.
Okay.
Like, almost done, almost done. Oh, no, that was the first loading bar. We got
Nah,
3 more of
yeah.
these.
And then the blowing bar gets
Now we're
past the
package
area.
number 2.
Anyway.
Yeah, 2 of 18.
Loading at 35%.
15 to 10.
10.
10 for Sparks.
And was short rested, right?
Yes, he's short rested, not long rested.
Yep.
No, I'm going to
Which don't
retract
mean
all
shit.
exhaustion
For
points
me.
because he did have 7 hours of sleep.
Yep.
So, if you continue for the rest of the day, at the end of the day you will be tired. But right now you don't have to worry about exhaustion points, except for you, because you stayed up completely. Yeah.
But then I drank my espresso.
So you're fine.
Yes, you did.
And I get an extra bonus action for the next 4 hours.
All right, and so we got. And then Sparks at 10 at the bottom of the initiative pile, which actually,
Makes sense.
story-wise,
Yeah.
all right, so before we get into actual initiative, we need to describe what's going on real quick. As you land, you guys immediately scream, you are facing the wrong direction. As we have a screaming pixie take to the chassis of Sparks. That's a wall of light.
Loincloth.
Todd is already gone. There's already a... Todd's already moving.
Yeah.
Quinn, you had a half second before
As
everything
soon as
hit
I
you.
saw the lights start,
Yeah.
that's when I tried to pull.
Golden spell light comes down, and you know what's about to happen.
And you can hear the almost
Pre-cackle.
pre-cackle.
And Todd is already here for some reason. I just can't explain it.
You can see the magic energy come on, trying to catch up to her.
Wait, she's supposed to be with me.
How did you get here before us? We teleported.
I'm gonna say you get 1 round of just free. before it hits the fan because you were here. You're not surprising them because they know you've been messing with them.
They know I'm here.
You know they're here. But then I will say, with you reading his abilities, you know he's able to innately summon.
Yeah.
He's a summoner. But he's placing the circle down to make it more
Easy.
He still can do it, but it was very advisable to mess with that circle to prevent whatever he was trying
to do bulk summons.
He was trying to do bulk summons.
He was trying to Costco those demons in.
Pretty much. And the Baylor at the checkout. Yeah, so we're like,
Would you like a box?
no, yeah, normally I don't like doing it because it's not good for the nature, but you know.
You sell Baylors in packs of 5 or 12. That gross lot of Lemures was on discount.
And I should probably change. There we go.
All right. So I've already drank my espresso. I'll probably say like an hour ago. I drank my espresso as soon as I like.
As soon as you're like starting to dip and stuff like that, you
I
need
drink
to
my
dip.
espresso, so
Yeah.
that's not gonna wear off anytime soon. But as I get what is functionally not so much a surprise action, but an extra action before I shout out, Baylor of the Tenari, good evening. As a duly appointed representative of the Lasser family, the Order of the Green Wardens of the realm of the Fey Wild, I order you to cease any and all supernatural and abyssal activities and return forthwith to your plane of origin or the nearest convenient parallel dimension. Thank you.
Is it a god?
Let me speak. You're not there yet. Make a.
The laughter is.
But you don't transcend time, all right? All right. So make a persuasion intimidation check.
You want both or just one?
What language are you speaking?
Abyssal.
Abyssal. Perfect. And you can see the physical confusion in this demonic, oppressive, primal, fear-driven face.
So my persuasion is a 39.
39.
I rolled a 19. My intimidation is a 25.
And he kind of thinks it over. And he goes, and he kind of goes, whoa, time out, hold on. And he kind of looks over because you kind of gave out your position.
Oh yeah, I'm like up here.
Yeah, you're up there. So he looks over and goes, oh, you're the brother. We have special orders for you.
Good luck.
And then,
And you're first.
He yells that as a sonic boom.
Todd, it is your turn.
There's a bunny-shaped shockwave.
Wait, where did we land?
Okay, so,
I know I can get wherever I need to get,
so
but
with you being first in the top of the round, we're going to roll a directional die and a d6.
Question.
Yes? Well, hold on. Oh, you know what? You can choose where you land. This will be choosing where everyone lands with that specific die.
okay.
And you are, what number did you roll?
4.
4? Okay. You cannot be 4 tiles close, you can be anywhere from 4 or away from the Baylor.
Is that supposed to be the Baylor?
Yes. Now, that is representing the Baylor. Its standing pad is the size of what it is, but I wasn't willing to pay $325 for an actual Baylor.
Oh,
Damn.
see, I was just like, do we not have a Baylor?
I should have picked it up. I saw one at Barnes & Noble yesterday for like $50.
Oh, shit! Yeah, you should have picked it up. Anyway,
He's got one. I know he's got one.
yeah, I
don't
have
have
everything
Baylor.
but actual
Well,
Baylor.
yeah,
Just a-
you got lucky because the Baylors aren't.
So here's a fun question:
No.
Are they large or huge? I need to know.
They're huge.
Or what's the size up after that?
Gargantuan.
Okay.
Next to Titanic.
So everyone
Smoke,
teleports
please.
in at the same
Oh.
time,
Smoke plates, if you will.
right?
Fucking hell! That okay. Hang on.
You know,
Okay,
we're
that's
full
very
of
cool.
this.
Everyone teleports in at the same time.
Yes.
Do it
I
again.
need them
Do it
on the
again.
map. I get sneak attack based on where they are.
Oh, yes. So,
So-
you can choose where everyone spawns in.
Okay. So, we as a collective have an understanding of what tactics are. I, as a Tanya, don't necessarily. So, let's pretend, where would I think you guys would want to spawn in?
If we're being honest, what is the most cinematic place you could possibly think to put us? And the answer is probably on top of that stump with the smoke rising beneath.
Okay, there is a tree there, by the way.
Yeah.
So
But the tree's on fire.
You're gonna be around it.
Isn't that literally a tree that's like burnt to like it's a
He would go there.
husk?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So it is
Even
taller
better.
than what it represents.
So
But
give me you, and you
Oh,
are going to
I was
go
wondering why this was
right
here.
Actually, I
here.
need the other. Can you go full red?
okay,
Yeah. So
hold on, David's asking.
Since we're
something.
coming up.
here, just give me the remote. I'll take care of it.
I'm flashing back to middle school dances.
Disco. Or.
Not all of us did drugs in middle school, Kevin.
There we go. That looks good.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you weren't as cool as me.
Okay.
Whoa, don't do that.
So, I, as Tanya, would assume that Ek would want to be right up next to Big Thing We Smash. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Wait, are there other things to smash on this, or is this just a Baylor?
I would not
to
know.
you, it's just a Baylor.
You don't know about the other thing yet.
Yeah.
I know that there's a snake lady, but I'm not aware of where the snake lady
So
is.
I will say, if you teleport up there, everyone's going to need to make a dexterity saving throw or eat ass.
Yeah, no, cinnamon.
He would not care.
Okay.
Yes, I would. I don't want to. And then make the squeaking sound as you fall down.
I thought that was very in line with your character. Okay.
Everyone loves the Vedic.
Anyway,
Level.
we're gonna call that four-ish. Okay, is that four-ish?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. And you cannot go past this barrier because it's all engulfed in fire. So
That's fine. Stay on the map.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright.
You know, that way you're like, yaha, I'm stuck in a tree. That's still very Vedic vibes, in my opinion.
But it's also on fire.
Sure.
Vedic don't care about no fire.
You and your buddy.
Everyone's in the same area because it's a teleportation.
Okay. Well, then, if that's the case, then
So everybody's got to be within like 20 feet of me.
I would say 10 feet.
So
10
put me on front of the top, front middle of the bridge. Front middle of the bridge.
What? Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And then
Smolder.
I'm like,
You're already moving.
okay, like I'm willing to take a couple of movements to be like, hi Quinn, and then, but
Oh god! And then you're holding a muffin, and you don't know why.
No, like I already had an arrow drawn in every end, so she just put it on the arrow.
There's a muffin on the end of the thing.
That arrowhead was poison.
I
They were my
do,
blade, it's poison.
I do have a very, very poisonous muffin.
Put it on the arrow tip, I'll shoot it down so I don't know anything about
Slingshot.
Fuck. She moves so fast, like you are still drawing the bow. She pulls the arrow out of the draw, sticks the muffin on the end of it, and puts it back in your hands as you complete the draw.
I'm sure some Quicksilver moments are just like tasting the soup.
Need for salt.
It's the reason why I'm such a good chef. I can run to the store in the middle.
And someone gets like the first bite, it's not that great. You like replace their entire plate.
Called.
We need to move, otherwise we're going to be here all night. You're on
okay.
deck, Vedic.
So I can summon these guys how far away?
It was like 30 or 60 feet.
It doesn't. Under command within 30 feet of me. Okay. So I'm going to. Is that 5?
That was definitely 4. Here's
Okay. Cool.
just to
So.
represent the insects.
Alright. Oh, God. There's too much stuff. Alright, that's fine. So I landed here.
Okay.
That's where we started.
Yep.
We're all like, "Ugh." And then I'm going to. Hi, Gwen.
I'll give you that for free.
I can use the movement. It's fine.
Okay.
It literally doesn't impact anything.
I'm just going to give you free movement and you're negotiating like I'm good.
Like I really don't need like that's just more movement I have to spend.
One.
Stop. Like, Like I'm gonna lap around the map just to burn through some movement.
and then 1, 2.
Class scout, where if you move 10 feet, you get extra damage.
3.
There's a
Alright.
So there,
where if you move
these are archers, and those are guys.
If you need quick putty, if you're released, to make him stick.
Okay.
Uh,
They're sticking okay right now, but
So,
yeah.
How do you like summon them? And what do you say? What do you do to summon them?
Okay, so I think what it would have been is we were like gathering everybody up for like this teleport and everything, and I'm gonna have a moment of like a little aside to one of the crickets and be like, I need you to send notice to wherever the fuck that we're going that I need help when we get there, okay?
And that small little, like, almost a fruit fly that's like a messenger pigeon for them, he releases it into the air. And, by the way,
we land, and there's just somebody, my lady.
and by the way, well, hold on.
Really terrible.
Let me describe it. This is a fiery ass wasteland. They would not be here. And then you hear, as they all come out of your backpacks. And there's just a swarm of insect army samurai people coming out of the backpacks and the sacks of and just.
And you just see like this little horde of them hopping up here and taking position, and another one swarming up the back of the Baylor, and I'm like,
Don't piss off the fan.
alright. So that's my bonus action.
I told you it was a
And then I'm going to.
Oh, sneeze.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we've talked about this once before.
Okay.
Can I trade my action for a bonus action as long as it's something that's definitely smaller? Like, for example, instead of attacking with my sword, I just turn it on.
I mean, yeah, if you can use it as a bonus action. Okay.
Interact with an object is free.
Yeah, that's a free action.
Okay, but you have it as a bonus action.
Yeah, because that's
Because it's an activation.
It's an
Right.
activation.
And that's why.
And that's a normal Sunblade thing.
Right.
So, yes, you can definitely do a bonus action on an action.
Okay.
Is what you can do.
Cool. Then, I'm gonna take a couple of little flighty movements up here.
And when you move closer to him, you realize that the general heat that this thing just exudes is truly ungodly.
Okay.
Like, you can feel the whiskers start to like curl inward as, like, the longer you're here, the more likely you're just going to take fire damage.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna and
Activate your Moonblade.
Yep.
Like, trying to see if it works.
Yep. Oh god, there's
I,
so
like,
many.
I imagine a lightsaber snap hiss, you know? Like,
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's a 2. I dropped it, but it's a 2.
I mean, that's technically a roll. Okay, it activates. With the addition of your bullshit Fey magic shop companion, you just hear, in the distance, Uvana. And that's her name.
Okay, so that was an 8. Hold on, I'm trying to remember if that's the 8 or the 9 or the 6. That's the 9. Okay, so that was an 89. I need the creature to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is there another lightning bolt?
No, I need to roll a d4
Okay.
and 20 gems, each worth 1 GP, shoot from the sword's hilt in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide.
So, he rolled a natural 18. So, yeah, so... What's the save that he needs?
Dex.
Okay, so that's a natural 18.
Okay, then
Plus
he
2.
does.
Gem caltrops?
This is like a wild
So
nugget.
literally, as you activate
It's a
your
black wonder.
Moonblade, it like sputters out, and suddenly, like a freaking like machine gun, just gems, pearls, gold pieces, platinum pieces start shooting out the hill.
You don't know the story behind this sword? It was a practical joke.
I was given it by a Fey Lord during a holiday. He just like tossed it at me dismissively.
And quote, "Have fun, peasants!"
Yeah.
As he tossed it out.
So that's my shiny sword.
Turns out it's ungodly effective.
So
You know, when luck is on your side,
Naturally effective.
On the other hand, there is a role that transposes you for them.
there is.
Oh!
okay.
It's not always forward.
All right. So this stream continues for the next 1d4 turns.
Oh my!
So that's 2. So for the next 2 turns, that's happening. And then I need to make a dex saving throw to make sure that I'm able to control the flow.
Bang! 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 She's on her back. Bang! Bang!
So let me just clarify. We get Quinn's introduction.
Crickets! Gems!
I'm just like the
Flailing buddy!
Spaceballs level of you hit my hair, and then just with just gems.
Yep. So while rolling a 6, I got a 17 on my dex saving throw.
You guys,
So I pass and I am able to handle this situation.
except for pushing you back a few inches after you hit it.
While I'm flying, so I'm like, oh, you gotta compensate.
Someone wanted me to see.
It's like turning on a water hose, like a fire hose.
I
You
know.
have to
Someone
lean
wanted me to
into
see
it.
the fire hose situation of
Where she's just
On the side note, Vedic, your gem senses start tingling.
Yes.
ah.
So each gem is worth 1 GP, and each gem deals 1 bludgeoning
No, I do
damage.
that on the side. So how much does he take?
He passed, so he takes 10.
Okay, so he took 10 points.
Yep, and I am making
He
notes.
takes 10 points of pearls to the ass.
And he quickly takes it and goes, ow, 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 ow.
Alright,
It's just like he's surprised that it's hurting him.
Generated 20 gems. Alright, so that was when I started it, and then it happens for 2 more rounds or 2 rounds total?
2 rounds total.
Okay.
Do you have your
round
sword
one.
during those rounds, or are you just piloting the fire
You're
hose?
piloting the fire hose. I mean,
No, it
fire
says
hose or
that
money
it's
hose?
just happening. I'm still able to use it.
true. All right, then we're gonna
blasting off in every direction.
Then tell me what we're doing, what you're doing, and while this is happening with your sword, we're gonna decide what happens.
Right.
Someone should invent gem propulsion.
I think what I'm going to do in an act of moderate brilliance is I'm going to fly up and aim down.
Like I said, gem propulsion.
As you just become a mobile turret, can we have a flying platform, Nathan,
Yeah.
if you will?
How do you want to go?
Get a 40-foot one.
Sure. What is
And we'll put you up there. Vedic is, you may start moving.
30. Higher?
It'll be fine.
Quinn, you're on deck after someone else.
Okay.
Give me
Do the
just 1
crickets
second.
get to go?
Oh, the crickets! Yes, of course!
Oh, we're pulling out all this up. That's all right. 16 pixies coming.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Let me just
So
They can with the ship?
No,
The-
I'm not.
give this to Quinn.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
But everyone, like every combat, everyone's like, I'm gonna summon. I've got Flint. I'm gonna summon samurai crickets. I've got something else. Like,
what a stupid sentence.
yeah, no, everyone's always got to bring extra combat actors.
Extra combat.
Yeah.
Do you want me rolling for the 2 groups, or do you want me to roll all 5?
All 5 because they're all in position,
Okay.
essentially. But
So-
we're gonna roll like the melee first and then the archers second.
Okay. So it's 18 to
Melee
hit for the
synergy.
first
Does
melee
not.
group and 22 to hit for the second.
Hits.
Okay.
Is this map freaking cool or what?
It's very cool.
You
No,
did
it's hot.
very
It's actually
good.
very hot.
Very hot.
Okay, and then the archers.
Why is there a helicopter
None hit.
platform?
Okay. I mean, they're hitting, but they're not doing any like significant
Right.
damage across the
Wait,
body.
that's the lake.
So
He says
that's.
the waterfall.
Oh,
I
That's
need
what Brandon's-
a.
oh, okay.
Actually, I
Because
can
there's
just.
a waterfall coming out there because all the trees have
The
the
spring.
root ball underneath them, which is that, and then the spring.
16
on the-
slashing
on the tree.
damage.
16 slashing damage.
Okay.
And
So that's where the spring, but it's all been completely evaporated or dried up because the freaking Baylor's been burning everything.
Are their weapons? They're Fey creatures. They should have magical attacks.
Yes.
They're Fey creatures. So I'm just gonna rule. If it doesn't say, I'm just gonna rule it that they have magical weapons.
Okay, I'll make a note on the thing.
Otherwise, they would be doing no damage. Because being Fey and anyway. Sure. Yeah. Vedic, it is your turn.
Alright, so
After the cricket army, samurai warriors, archers, and a gem machine gun goes off with this bunny that is now flying overhead almost like an Apache helicopter.
So with the addition of like new armor and
Oh, you
stuff,
can check.
Vedic's outfit has changed just a little bit. He's sort of got like the sort of a duster or Jedi robe sort of thing, and he pulls back, revealing and really an overburdened pouch that's festooned with scrolls.
Oh, I thought it was
Is this the leathery face pouches?
Sure. Oh God. Pops one open and then quick draws a scroll into midair, and the scroll. The scroll becomes a magic spell.
Okay.
Okay.
This is where game-changing shit happens.
Does. Ooh, that's a natural 20. So.
Oh God, really? You don't even know what it does?
No,
You
I
don't
know
know what it does?
Maybe. This
We'll
is
see.
Vedic.
Does
Is
a
it 1 or 4
36
meters?
hit this Baylor?
Barely.
Okay,
36.
so fantastic.
That
So
hit me.
he is now. So I'm casting Gluey Globule, which is one of the scrolls you gave me a long time ago.
Yes!
It is now restrained
Gluey globule?
and rolls
Is
a
this spell?
straight. Dude, regular. All right, which actually, by the way, here, take
Well, homebrew spell.
just take that
Right?
because it's burnt now.
It's burnt.
He now rolls at disadvantage. I assume I got 5 over his armor class.
You did.
Okay, so he rolls a strength roll at disadvantage, or he's restrained, and then it's going to whip off and cackle.
So I have to roll it
And he's
right
like,
now.
No, you roll it on its turn.
Okay, so as this almost like a sound of like poof, as it comes out of the scroll, as the paper itself forms lips and just hawks a gooey loogie out. It hits the floor and just mixes with the ash and cinder of the dead plants and a couple of crickets. As it hits his legs and hooves, as you realize that he's starting to lift up his hooves and start moving around as he's now being sworn by 1,000 tiny insects, as he's screeching with the top of his lungs, vibrating the air with the intensity of rage and aggression. The tendrils are literally thump, 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 magically connecting to the floor and pulling them onto the floor to destroy.
Gross.
And where are you? And where did you move around him, if I ask?
I just flew up into the air over around the battlefield past him,
Where are
Magic
you?
carpet.
Oh, magic carpet, right.
which I imagine he uses much like a surfboard.
Make a perception check real quick,
Oh no.
because it does have reach.
All right.
He's not busy going. Stop it.
21.
21.
What was that?
Louis
I
got.
will tell you, as you look at his whip, you realize that you're within. You started your turn within his attack radius, and if you leave it, like right now,
Oh,
you're
you're
gonna
sure.
get hit.
Doesn't hit me.
Okay, he's gonna do a reaction for a.
He's gonna try to.
Right.
He's gonna
He's
try-
rolling
I
at
would
disadvantage.
use my reaction to copy that spell with my eye.
Whoa.
He's rolling disadvantage.
right because of the flow.
Restrained.
I'm displacing.
Yep.
And he's restrained.
No, that's on his turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna do a attack of opportunity with his whip, that just suddenly bursts with fire, and he whips it around. And he doesn't really move his entire arm. He just rotates his whip, and the whip automatically.
Whip does it. It does its own thing. Yep.
It's all in the wrist.
It's all on the wrist. Natural 1. And you hear, "For the glory of God!" And a couple of samurai injured immediately dive into his eye, being crushed by an eyelid, but he does an immense amount of damage that causes the whip to just go wide and then some, giving him a nasty in the sound.
By the cricket.
Presume they wasted their lives. Was there more to that perception roll? Or was it just to find out what?
Just to find out his attack radius, because normal people wouldn't realize this, but you being
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you're smart. You're a smart individual.
He pauses, rotates the map, checks, and then goes.
All right.
That comes up.
It is now the Marilith's turn.
Ooh, where is the Maryland?
You don't know.
Uh-oh.
You just hear a
You don't even know
hissing
it's there.
sound.
Yeah.
And those with high enough perception hear the rattle of a rattlesnake.
Yo.
I don't even
Yeah.
have me in the game yet.
Hi.
What?
Like
Like an ear goes up.
Yeah, you hear like the
I'm
rattle of a
suddenly a
rattlesnake.
third taller.
You know what? Make a perception check.
She should be like rattlesnake, loom like the button.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And she's rolling with advantage.
I do, right? Because
Yeah,
it's sound.
It's sound, and you're only doing sound right now because
Right.
she's not seeing.
Okay.
Dependable.
Perception.
Give
That.
this to him so he can read the spell.
21.
I have this spell.
21. Let me calculate. I don't think that's enough.
Just barely paying more attention.
Well, that is not enough.
Next time.
Do I get to
You
roll?
get like there's a snake in the area,
Just sits
but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like a big
I'm like,
snake.
that's a deal, but.
There's a snake in this boot.
There's a snake in this pen. But you do hear Abyssal. Well, now, perhaps maybe I should invite others to play as well.
I would, because I recognize snakes. Guys, there's a snake!
So I'm going to roll a d2. And this is already going to be a game changer right off the bat. I saw my d2. Here it is. So I'm going to roll this for everyone to see.
She thinks I'm dinner.
Okay.
Squidbilly mean bad things.
Cool.
Because with you fucking with the summoning circle, it doesn't guarantee it, but she still has a 50% chance.
Okay. Wait, I did not summon a penguin. What
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this?
yeah. As she begins chanting abyssal, true demonic chanting, you hear a. Well, I got towels. Whose towels are these? It's just abyssal underneath this.
I choose to believe that they're monogrammed with Quinn.
I was wondering where those went.
Used her
Did she
action.
become visible?
She does not. I'll make a perception check because she is doing something, which technically breaks her
Am
step.
I doing another one? Or.
Yes,
Okay.
because she's going to immediately stealth right after that.
28.
28.
Sorry, 29.
27.
27. You do not see her. You see her, and you realize that she's magically invisible, but you know her position based off the sound.
There's gonna be a flailing foot over there!
She's quite literally up here. So if you can, put this Merilith over there.
boy.
She's invisible, but that is her current position. Actually,
Wouldn't be able to see her there. So, like,
yeah, it would be quite literally. Yeah, you wouldn't be. Oh, true, you wouldn't be able to see her.
how about there?
But, no, she was over there for tactical reasons. She used her action. She uses bonus action to stealth.
She's sneaky. In the rocks.
She's a sneaky snake.
How about you
She's
know
gonna
her
move over
position
here.
from sound and you know the vibe?
yeah.
That
Well, the other
means
the other
she's
thing is, I
invisible.
actually was.
This is not your
flying
first-
like 100
So,
feet in the
This
air.
is not your first team
Sorry,
fight.
Todd. You see, like you're looking for tracks of the snake, and then you realize you're seeing tracks of a like really massive snake being made as you're like looking. So you realize, oh, there's an invisible thing there.
So, you in particular, given your proximity, will see me pointing with my foot like rabbit kicking in the direction of it. There's a snake there!
No, there isn't.
What are you talking about?
It's gonna eat me!
Promises, promises. Quinn, it is your turn.
She's afraid of snakes, you're afraid of frogs.
I'm afraid of heights.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
And I will say right off, because you
Not with my bracelet.
can you see the snake
Oh,
from
yeah.
I
that position?
can just barely, yes.
Okay, with
Oh,
that
God, the
impressive
ring is
perception
actually
check,
a bracelet.
you see that she brings up a couple of like crushed metal pouches that she cracks like a coconut and brings her snake tongue in that dances around inside, and you see the silvery powder come
She's
out of
fizzing it up.
She's juicing right now.
Blah, blah, blah.
most likely, like, all of the fizz that the army brought over, brought it over. And they're like, oh, well, what mind I do?
Okay.
Heck, you're on deck.
Still
Flint, you're off the deck.
Alright, so my first arrow, I get two. My first arrow is going to be glowing arrow at the Marilith.
Golden arrow. Very well. As you release,
Yep. 23.
I think that will hit. Yes.
Okay. So she's now glowing, so everyone can see where she's at and has advantage.
As you release the glowing arrow, whack! As it beads up like a bright light, you hear a hissing sound. And you actually hear the crunching of metal. And mind you, for a person that knows demons, demons generally go unnatural because there's not a lot of things that are harder than their skin.
Yeah.
And two, there's not a lot of like animals or resources to mine that are docile enough to consider like most people would wear. So a Marilith wearing armor and any other demon that's like wearing something either killed something for it, like something much more.
Or it's a general in a demon army.
Correct.
Yeah, look at that. She takes 21 points of damage.
Okay.
And 2d8 cold damage from the gale of her ice.
Right.
If she's susceptible to cold damage. 12. My other shot is going for Big Baddy Baylor.
What was the total?
21 plus 12, so 33.
Okay. Thank you.
$27.
For what?
The Baylor.
The Baylor, and you're hitting with what arrow?
With a slaying arrow.
Slaying arrow. That does hit. And as you take the first of the Bloodhound arrows and draw it back, you just hear inside your head that the weapon, the sentient as it is, the dark vestige is kind of... Yes.
Ventus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Seemingly pleased the amount of hatred that you feel right now.
Yeah, I'm going a little Darth Cadus on this one.
Me, it's a little hatred.
Now I already know.
So he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
He does.
He rolls with advantage because of the magical thing.
No, it's not a spell.
Let me double check.
It's spells and spell-like abilities.
Magical resistance valor advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So almost went out cigar.
Alright.
And I'm glad I rolled with the advantage.
Roll again.
She can 60 feet? Yep.
Probably.
Baylor?
Okay, I'll use my reaction. Make him roll again.
Okay. So that takes a 14 down to a
14 would fail.
19. Well, I died. So I went from a natural 14 to a natural 19. Which one do I keep?
The lower one.
Whichever one is more advantageous.
Okay, so 14
Up to us, right?
plus a Constitution.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 26.
He succeeds, so he takes half damage.
So he takes half damage.
So he takes the arrow. So the arrow itself deals 30 points of damage.
Okay.
I get 2d8 cold damage, which I know he's resistant to. I get 4, so he takes 2 cold damage. And then he takes half of 6d10.
He takes 2 cold damage.
Yeah.
Oh, so you already resisted
Yeah,
it. So,
I put
so
his
down
resistance in
4.
there.
Yeah.
So 10, 11, 20, 33, and 2 more. There we are. 46.
Does that half?
That is total.
Okay, so
half-
46 down to 23.
23, yep.
You did a whole heap of damage with just one shot.
Next turn, he's gonna get 2 of those.
I distracted him.
So as you release 2 arrows, boom, boom.
Is he restrained?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
The glue hasn't taken effect yet.
Because if it does...
No. He is. He can only roll out of it on his turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was
Let me
my
see the
plan.
spell again, just so I can read it.
Which spell? Oh,
spell
God.
I
Your
gave you.
gluey one.
My gluey.
Yeah.
Gluey gotta go. Because that means I get 2 chances to roll a 20.
You make a range spell
Read
attack. 120 feet. A restrained creature can. Okay, so yep, he is restrained right now.
So
Gooey Glob.
I rolled a
What name
19
for
on my
her.
original
Awesome.
attack roll,
Awesome
but
name
I have
for
advantage
her.
because he's restrained. I get 3 because I've got my cat side.
Where does advantage from restrained come from?
If someone is restrained, you have advantage to hit.
I think that's a Pathfinder thing.
Let's
it up.
look it up.
Yeah, because I've never heard about that. Now, I will give you advantage because you have high ground. Now, to him, that's pretty much even ground, but it's still a lot.
Speed is 0. Attack rolls against creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
There it
The
is.
creature has disadvantage on dex saving.
Is that melee attacks or just
It's
attacks?
attack.
Any attack.
Okay, my bad.
It's
I
2
forgot
chances to roll a 20, which would mean me rolling a whole lot more damage.
Go right ahead, my man.
I did not roll a 20.
Okay,
Oh,
good try, though.
we're counting on you, Quinn.
I know. I'm trying.
So, Quinn,
Quinn,
as you
stop.
see a bunch of information gathering stuff, you release your arrows with malicious intent,
Yep.
which has always been a little different of being prismatically, I'm better than you. This is just,
This is. I'm mad. This is.
yes, this is straight up, I will kill you.
There's no quarter given. There is no surrender accepted. This is. You have desecrated that which I hold sacred, and I will end you for it.
Yes.
And if you escape back to your home plane, I will come there and finish this there.
In fact, we have every intention of doing so. You, my,
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
my fiery
It is your
friend,
turn.
are
My turn. All right, I need to place myself onto the map.
Just a quick thing. I didn't use either of my 2 bonus actions. Can I trade those for an extra reaction should I need it?
No.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use one of my bonus actions to give Bardic Inspiration to all 3 of the people directly in front of me.
Okay.
one of which
Well,
is
which one are you going
incapacitated.
That's Quinn, or not Quinn, that's Sparks,
Flint.
Flint, and Eck.
All of them?
They're the ones who are right in front of me.
How?
Wow.
Am I even there?
Yeah, they're right there in front of me.
Well, I've got my. Here's.
Well, put your miniature on the board. I'm not in charge
Well,
of
no,
that.
I hadn't rolled where I was positioned.
You
so
are-
No, I put everybody in position. That's
gotcha.
why I was asking
I'm
you
just putting
questions.
my new character down. That's all. Got it.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, it is. I thought it was.
Yeah, no,
it is a creature. So I'll use 2 bonus actions.
Okay.
Which I have.
Yeah, you
And
can.
give it to
Not Sparks.
to Flint and Eck.
Understood. And Flint's on the board, right? Yeah. And Sparks is on the board?
All right. What is this?
Sparks is on the board.
You have
He
a.
is available to be blooded.
You have
Yes.
a. Am I up to a D20 now?
No, you
So
don't have a
D12.
D20.
You have a D12 you can use to modify
D20 is technically impossible to get, but, you know,
Yeah.
dryad shit.
Do I still have my D20? Does anyone remember?
You still
do.
do, yes.
I think
You never-
I think we are the only two who
Yeah,
have
never
we
got
used,
one.
we
Or
were
did-
And
we
he
used
just
him-
used
Yeah,
it.
he just used it. So
Yeah.
you and Eck both.
I used mine on my copycat means.
Right. Okay.
Technically, you never got one, but she would have given you one because you were part of the rescue party. That was the reward of...
Right, that's why. No, I don't have one then.
No, she would have given you one because you're part of the rescue party.
How
They
about
did-
she took it away because I created life in her grove without asking?
Fair point. I like this argument.
To be fair, I've created life in her grove probably 6 or 7 times.
It's not
It was
life.
consensual.
Even,
I'm just gonna-
even Eck is even.
Even Eck's like, ew.
I'm feeling
Even the
uncomfortable.
Baylor's like, you.
Now I know how Nick was felt.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
Heck, it is your
Nick
turn.
was never
Hurry up and take
experienced
your
that.
All right.
Nick witnessed that only when I hit on her.
Bonus action.
And I will say,
Oh no, he meant about him.
as you are taking your turn, you hear rustling in the forest as Russian creatures are coming to the screaming Baylor
shit,
to
it's
assist to it.
As shit's coming out of my backpack and.
Yeah, like you're literally exploding with things. out of
You've
your
never
backpack.
teleported before. First time.
Time to fuck shit up.
Thank you
Does
for having those
teleportation always
secondary
cost
qualifiers.
Yes, and I
Mine might.
a bonus action to a rage, and movement can literally
Do you remember the hero game where
Get me
I played a teleport
40
and
feet
it was
to the back of him, no problem.
teleportation?
Yeah.
and I am now.
Core memory.
Let's see here. To get advantage, do I need to?
I mean,
You
if
have
there's-
advantage. He's stuck.
restrained,
He's
and there's
restrained.
Oh.
crickets
Yeah,
on
you
top
have
of him.
he is definitely in not a good spot.
Okay.
There are crickets within 5
So I'm
feet.
at advantage.
You're good.
I don't know if you've
I'm
noticed,
going up
but
for sneak attack.
And I flick the teleport.
Let's find out if Baylors actually have nuts to castrate.
tell me, do you demons bleed?
Yes, from your nether regions. Let's find out.
He's got his butt pointed right at you.
Yes, exactly.
You're gonna give him a second clutch.
If there's dangly bits, I am now removing.
There are dangly bits. It's
I am.
under a leather like toga essentially.
Well, then fine.
Bulgarian.
If he's got
Yeah.
leather toga pieces, then I know he's got dangly bits that he's hiding. So
So does this constitute a called shot?
It,
I mean,
would
sneak
normally
attack
say
is
yes,
a called shot.
but it is a huge creature, so no. Now, are you aiming for like?
I'm using my sneak attack.
The grundle.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Fleshy
I'm using Slugger's Strike.
Are you
Yes,
He's
As
using
in,
the
taint?
as in it's
Yes.
a double-handed sword, but I'm going to go like this, and go like this, and then like this.
Oh, sure, go ahead. Roll an advantage.
I'm really hoping that on the grab he just kind of
Um.
snags the skin.
oh,
For all you at the
How's that
table,
worse?
that doesn't bother me at all.
What?
We just learned something.
I just learned something. I want to unlearn. I want to unlearn.
I know. There's a bunch of guys rewinding right now. Okay, so let's see here. Ooh, cool. I'm glad I had an advantage. I think I might have hit on this guy.
He's hitting on my guy.
He's big and red. Heck is big and green.
I am using.
They both smell terrible.
God. Yeah, I'm
This
using.
could be a good
I'm
one.
using Thornbriar right now. I want this fucker to bleed.
What's the interplanar tinder?
You
should see if they-
really just have to go to the vending machine and
So
buy
this
the
is
right
going to be a
attachment.
28 to hit.
Yes, that is.
So,
And it's Thornbriar. I want him to bleed.
Okay.
So it is a 2d6.
once a month.
2d6 damage plus the 1d4 for bleed. Is the 1d4 for bleed is immediate, or does that happen later?
Okay,
actually-
so I forgot about a situation. Okay, so
You had a
the
bad
only
situation.
people. So I'm gonna say. Okay, so you hit.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately take 10 points of fire damage. You are immune to fire damage. As you realize the crickets that are cutting into the creature. So the two cricket armies that are on the body are taking 10 points of fire damage as well. Because touching and hitting the Baylor physically hurts because of the amount of heat that's coming off the body.
Okay.
Here's the old pack.
Nope.
They have more than 10 hit points?
Yeah.
They're cricket samurai, man.
Now, there's like 100 crickets per army.
I cannot wait for the Cricket Samurai game.
Yeah, that is going to be a one shot or a two shot. Yeah, it's coming up.
Oh, it's going to be a two-shot.
So keep,
did you?
keep watching.
It's going to be 1,000 shots because you died
Yeah,
by 1,000
and-
shots.
and-
And
where
we
the
don't
crickets
need
came
to
from.
pitch. We're in the middle of combat.
Got
Keep
it.
going.
I'm waiting for my die here. My
The
bleed
dice
is
don't need to
1d4.
load. Throw the.
All right, so I believe it's 1d4 bleed immediate,
Oh, no, no,
and then
32%.
save for 1d4 afterward. And then do I get my 2d6 for
Sluggers, yes.
Slugger Strike?
Yes, you do.
Cool.
Because the crickets are still there.
And he's also restrained, which we've established.
So when he hits, do they take damage or is it only when they hit?
It's only when they
I love
but
this
when
roll.
they're touching him.
Well
they take
done,
Just make
sir.
6 and a 6 and a 5 and a 4 and a 3.
Yahtzee.
Yeah, on a oh, so
34.
12, 17, 21, 24 plus
Jeez.
13, 24, no, 24 plus 10, 24, 34. 34 points of damage from Thornbriar.
Nice.
And he has 1d4 of stack bleed.
We'll get to that. Remember that?
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
Yep.
And you
That's
just,
my first strike.
as you take this spiky sword and quite literally just tug it
I-
down and Wham! You come back for another strike.
See, I imagine like the Thornbriar, like, yeah, okay, it's got the thorns and stuff like that, but I imagine like when he turns it on, they start to vibrate, it becomes like a chain sword.
Not
He's cutting it. He's not shaving.
Oh, it's the nasty ass. It's supposed to be a nice, thin, smooth blade. No, this has got all the same sharpness,
Just
but it's just
thorns.
it's just
thorns everywhere.
Where did the
chunks
snake
of
go?
chunks of
Where did it what?
raw.
The snake.
He's over here.
Don't
Don't worry, I'm gonna deal with the snake.
second shot. I still want my advantage.
You
There
have advantage,
are
but you won't get
creatures
slugger strike.
Who
Yeah,
are
we'll
on
get-
my
okay.
side, defending me against the things I'm most
Let your
afraid
undead.
of.
All right, this one's going to be better than
some of
the
the
last
ones
one.
Who have
20, 30,
150-foot range.
30 to hit.
30? Yes, it hits.
Okay,
Advantage.
2d6 plus 4.
That'll make it.
This one's not nearly as good. 5, 6, 7 plus 10. So 17 points of damage. Slashing. And now he has 2 stacks of bleed.
Point is, it's magical slashing because that's important with this.
Correct.
creature.
And it's two stacks of bleed, which I am keeping track of.
Yep. So when you're cutting into this, and by the way, for the person that was able to read him, he's currently already a little juiced by himself. He's already like beefed out, like he's literally rage, like bulging.
Roid raging.
His health was a little higher than what it is actually is on the sheet. Do you get the specific HP? I think you do. Okay, so he was specifically 70 HP higher than what he should be.
Okay.
But you guys are wailing into this guy. He's like, I'm the pinnacle of our evil. Oh shit! Fuck shit!
I didn't mean it!
Insects! What the fuck?
Let me introduce you to your moil.
Okay, I do want to
Should
clarify.
never buy sausage from
Only
Royal. It's
one
chewy.
set of crickets has taken the 10 damage, right? Because only one set
They
hit.
told about Gundam getting
One
shot
set
by a
hit,
bunch
yes.
of
So
tanks.
only one set took the 10
Okay.
damage. The crickets are not landing on the body because as soon as they touch him, they will take 5 damage.
Okay.
Okay,
But they
now
can
his turn.
be within 5 feet of him, and it's.
As far as you can tell, but they are starting to burn up fast. Even the general air around him will start burning them. AKA at the start of the Baylor's turn, they'll take 5 damage.
Pocket of a bag.
Well, only one set's on him, the other ones are within 5 feet.
Yeah.
But-
Good call. You can see them already like burning up because the grass over
Labels.
there.
I hit the label.
Is that your final? Anything else?
That's it. That's what I got.
As you're just wailing on his morning bits, Flint, it is your
What?
turn. His morning bits.
My morning bits.
Morning
Thank you, sir.
bits. Do yours detach when it hits afternoon?
No, when I swap it out.
Good
For a
answer.
fresh pair, you know?
Turn it inside out. Wear it flavor side down.
Oh.
Inside out, back
Poor
front.
Amy.
Inside out,
Inside out,
back.
front to back,
what part?
back to front,
Yes.
front to back, back to front, then inside out, front to back to front.
Flint.
That's 4 days.
As Flint just charges forward with an unconscious Sparks, technically your master. He looks up, goes. Because this is the craziest shit he's ever
Yeah,
seen.
he stands there and everything's just going on like they teleport. Oh.
Ah! But I will say, with his passive perception, he turns around and he can see small little, almost like fiery imps, but like they're much more spikier. They don't have wings, at least not all of them, and they have horns coming out of their like heads with nasty teeth and beady eyes that are and jumping from tree to tree, taking intestines and swinging from a body to another tree.
So Flint looks at the big guy, says, I can't do anything to that. Sees that, I can do something to that.
Yep, and you just look at, and he just looks at the unconscious body and just like,
Okay, acting on my own. This is new.
you're just controlling him. You don't control his personality right now.
That's fine.
From where?
All the directions. You know that Quinn is going to be having at least 3 of them pop up behind him next turn.
Much to their chagrin.
No, I mean,
It was good, I didn't keep it.
Draw my sword. Turns around. Ah, your footprints. I thought you'd be
Okay,
taller.
no.
Draw a second, smaller sword.
He doesn't have much of the way of range, so he's just going to move a little bit away from the Balor and defend Sparks.
Okay.
He's going to withhold his action to anything that gets close or looks remotely threatening, other than the Balor.
Gotcha.
It doesn't look remotely threatening.
Exactly. It's getting sprayed by a bunch of different things, covered in goo and getting moiled.
It is now the cackler's turn. One of them are showing up right now. Alright. So 3 of them. One flying to land. Sorry. Wait. I do love a rotating platform. We go. Pop.
What are these?
Cacklers.
Tacklers. I need a flying platform if possible.
Wait, how big?
10 feet.
I think.
Perfect. Just put it there. And we'll put a second flying one because they're out of room.
Step up to me.
We're going to say a couple down here.
So does Flint get to attack that one since it
He
came
has
up
range.
on?
He also has reach.
True.
He's
So
using a
yes.
halberd.
And if he was holding his action,
He was holding his action, so yeah, he's within range.
I like the flying ones,
And-
not
and-
near me. I'm good
And
with
all
that.
this is like black sand, right?
And
This is,
now I'm
Yeah.
yep,
Just by sand.
this is all.
Did you get like the Himalayan salt? Is that?
we
no.
got a fish tank salt. Well, not salt, but
Fish take sand.
sand.
It's decorative sand. It's not fish.
So
tank
they're
sand,
actually
it's
going to move here and just. Dum, and
Which means
dum.
it's got
Okay.
dye in it.
So, we're going to start with the reaction, held action.
Yep.
Flip.
And he has 2 attacks.
He does have 2 attacks.
Yes, just 2. Because it's only level 7.
Take half the
Yeah, level 7 fighting a Balor.
Yeah, no, he's completely like I should be here.
It's Dylan all over again.
As these small, tiny creatures with a spiny back and red skin, beady eyes that are unnaturally green mixed with yellow, almost like a sickly color, pupilless eyes with a tail that is that almost resembles like a hooked axe. They come out just, and when they move like, and then jump, and then there's a half of them, literally half of them that came in, have wings that are just meaty and stocky like bat wings that are barely able to hold them up as they're flapping.
Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Not
As
hit.
Flint comes over and takes a halberd and slams down, it's already on the other side of the rock.
Okay, let's try again. Okay, that is going to be a 24.
That one hits. As he quite literally pivots and just lets his body rotates in a way that is not natural to any organic, and just rotates in a almost
Just torso rotates.
yeah,
legs
torso
stay-
rotate, and just holds the halberd in a way, and then lifts up at the last second before he hits.
What's the name to that? Just standard halberd, so it's a 1d10 run. I choose you.
I told you.
9 points of slashing.
9 points of slashing. He is barely still alive. Flint takes off an arm, as almost it just literally turns the goo in mid-flight and lands with a sickly on the floor.
Roughly 1 fireball's distance apart. I stand.
You know you've been an adventurer for far too long when you measure distance in fireballs.
How far apart are you guys?
I'm going to start with the one that you
fireball
attacked.
distance.
He's at 1 hit point.
Except they
he's
measure
gonna
half
look at him.
fireballs since it's a
He's going
radius
to look
of
at him
an
and speak and just click his head towards the side. Let me tell you a story when I found kids in the forest. And was alone lost. I took them, showed them how to peel the skin off their families' faces before they wear it on top of theirs. And they danced around acting like the parents they hated.
Cookie mask.
Yeah. And he's gonna cast Hideous Laughter. as he continues the story. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's fantastic. Because we're both really good at wisdom.
Yes, totally.
What is with Warforged not being good at wisdom?
No, you tell me.
That's Flint, though. I have advantage.
But no, I thought Warforged had advantage on
Wisdom saves?
like charms.
Nope.
Does he get the extra D6?
No. He's not a
He's
brute.
not a brute.
He's a battle master.
Well, so that's a 10. Makes it a 9.
So that immediately fails. So Flint just madly just goes and just continues laughing like that.
I just pictured like a sound effect laughter that's just one hob just repeated on.
And even since the this little cackler just goes.
You sound like a sim.
All right, so cacklers. We have 3 on Quinn. One of them is going to try to hit Hideous Lapper on you.
I
So
do
make
have advantage on this.
Yeah. So make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh, 24.
You're fine. So, by the way, Flint goes prone and is currently incapacitated.
Oh, fantastic.
You get another saving throw.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw. I just had to double check. Anyway, okay, and 2 of them are going to roll fireballs at you. Firebolts. But to them,
Give me
fireballs.
range.
What do you need?
Measuring stick.
Yes, but how big?
60 feet.
I'm really excited for the day when I like activate my sword thing and I get the fireball that centers on myself. Because as a rogue,
it's not going to hurt her.
So,
I'm gonna have the cartoon effect of
the
like,
highest one was a 13.
and then I just have like.
Yeah, they rolled
You
shitty.
missed by 10.
Yeah. So you see a couple of firebolts, and you just quite literally just go behind one of this wooden support beams, and it hits there, just adds a little bit more fire and cinder, and you're like,
Like one of them, I'm just like,
as they're like, because they use most of their movement to get to your position. So that, yeah. Todd, you have one of them on you. They're actually going to try to do a spiked chain attack.
Okay.
Does a 18 hit?
I have 18.
That means he does hit.
Okay.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
I know, your worst.
That's a 26.
26. You do not get grappled by this chain, but you do take 8 points of slashing damage as this spiked chain that he kind of holds around his tail.
I'll use my reaction to take no damage.
It's not for half damage. It's an attack roll. You can use your uncanny dodge to half the damage.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Then you take 3. Oh wait, no. 5, 6, 7, 8. You take 4.
He clipped my ears. What a
Yeah.
dick.
As you hear the whistle of the sound and you duck right at the last second, taking a little bit of scraping, but nothing more. Varric, you have 2 cacklers on your position. Make 1 wisdom saving throw.
I'm going to use my reaction and absorb the spell. So this thing comes over and goes, "Ah!" and look at the other one.
What ability did you just use?
It's my vestige.
Oh, this is a. Remind me.
It's the next round, so.
Hang on, I just. The name of this is Foreseen Turmoil. When another creature casts a spell that targets only you blah 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 blah, and I gain charges equal to the rest of the spell.
Forgot about that.
Right? I don't get to use it all that often. Nothing ever targets me.
So as this little crackler says, "Hey, you want to hear a joke, little sparkly thing?" I swear.
No! And just eyeball the other one, going, what have you got?
And just goes, I swear this never happened.
Don't worry, it happens to a lot of demons as they get up there.
I'm only 1,000 years old, alright? And missile, of course. And then the second one is try to do a spiked chain attack. So, at disadvantage because you're blurred.
Tank does that. It's like you're laying down, I'm going to stand on you.
So, there's a 13 hit?
Not a prayer in time.
Okay, yeah.
That would get past my dex bonus.
Yeah, he literally attacks the the blur next
Not
to
to
you.
mention the disadvantage.
And you know what? There's going to be one firebolt to you and one firebolt to you from the ground units.
Okay.
So firebolt at disadvantage for Vedic. That is 19.
Does not hit.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I took the bigger one, so it
Still doesn't hit.
Still doesn't hit. And one for Todd. Natural 18 plus 5.
The A button.
Then yes.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
If an 18 hits,
Yep.
Press hold.
Mm-hmm.
It's broken. And I turned it off because we use long enough.
What level do they?
Wait a
do
minute.
this? Oh.
It doesn't hit because my AC is higher. I did not update my thing with my cloak of protection.
Oh. So
The first one doesn't hit, and I didn't use my reaction. So,
okay. So the first one did not hit. So
right.
take back 4. And what? With the natural 18 plus 5, it's going to be a 23. Does that?
Which does hit.
Okay, so that one hits. So I rolled a 9, so you take 9 points of damage.
Which I'm going to have.
Halved is going to be 4. So
net, same thing.
that same thing, but good ability usage.
And I'm going to update my armor class right now, so we don't have this conversation
I didn't
again
do that on my
later.
character.
Magical shop that helps you all.
Remember, those have your saves too.
Oh shit!
Right. All right.
Fuck! There were things that I might have passed. It's fine.
And then, out of just, random of the rolling, at the end of the cackler turns, the sickly black is the void skin creatures. Now, when I say skin, their skin is pulled top to their bodies, and they're hunched over. And their hunched over form, they stand at about 5 feet tall, with a single jet horn that comes out of their skulls, with elongated properties of the arms, with pointed, sharpened fingers that you can swear are just bone. Like, there is no skin, it's just bone.
Not even a
sharpened bone.
talon, just their.
Where are
They're
these?
They're coming in right now.
There's no room by me, so F off.
Technically, there's a room behind you.
That may be true, but this is not how Batman dies.
He's gonna snuggle up right behind you because he likes getting close. Yeah.
Level 16, I'm taking the feat that lets me make attacks of opportunity with a ranged weapon.
And the guy's gonna come out of here, go towards the cackling forged on the ground. Where is Flint? Oh, right here. So he's gonna, attack of opportunity. 2 of them right there. One to Ek, and the other one is just gonna sit over here. Don't lick my feet! Ah!
Sorry.
Ryan, stop licking Nick's feet.
It's great enough already.
I'll be honest, I would be the first person to know if his tongue was that long.
I've been running longer than you have. I would already know by now.
I don't know how he does it. He just sits in the bar every night, staring at women and licking his eyebrows.
Well, it's like that scene in Earth Girls Are Easy when he licks the bottom of the glass to get the ice cube.
I'm going home with him. I'm going home with him, and a woman grabs him by the face and takes him home.
Ek needs to be here, so we'll get to him in a moment. We're gonna go straight towards Flint. They're gonna 2 claw attacks each at advantage, so that's 4 at advantage because there's 2 of them. So first one does a what's their plus again? So 22 hit.
22 hits.
Yep. And you're incapacitated, so these count as, well, this one at least counts as counts as a critical hit for incapacitated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one counts as a critical, but as soon as you take damage, I believe his ladder. The target can make another wisdom saving throw. The target has advantage on at the end of each of its turns.
I think if you take damage, it breaks it.
I think so, but I'm reading it right now, but I'm saying. The creature of your choice that you can see was managed by them. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw, prone, become incapacitated, and unable to stand up for the duration. A creature with an intelligence of 4 or less isn't affected at the end of each of its turn, and each time it takes damage.
Each time it takes
so
damage.
make a wisdom saving throw now.
With advantage because you took damage.
Yes.
So that'd be a 14.
14. That might be. That beats it.
Yay!
So you're still prone for Flint, but
No longer incapacitated.
no longer laughing incapacitated.
Which means none of the rest of the attacks. Oh, I guess they still.
Well,
get
that
advantage.
one still crits.
They still get advantage because it's prone.
Yeah, he still advances because it's prone, but it takes away the crit thing. So next 3. Ooh, even with advantage, he rolled shitty. So 7 plus 6. That's going to be a 13.
No.
Better. 18.
Nope.
Oh.
Did you realize she just
Natural
like,
18
saved,
plus
right?
6. That's
That's gonna hit.
last one. This is going to be a 19.
19 does not hit.
Armored shell of a warforged.
Thanks to me giving him my
So
my
one
animated
regular,
shield.
one
Dogs are
crit.
probably routinely licks her own butt and very.
So you.
Oh, you wish it were just her butt.
Licks your butt too. Stop putting peanut butter there.
14 points of slashing acid damage for the critical.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn you into a napkin holder.
8 points of slashing acid damage.
Butt
for the
napkin
second.
holder.
You saw that?
Heck,
Yes.
You're taking damage.
as
You're getting
you are
Oh.
whacking away at this Baylor's bit,
Yep, that's
you
right.
feel a bony hand
Gosh, you're.
clutch around your throat, and I need you to make a.
What the
oh,
fuck just happened?
never mind. He's not doing a Constitution saving throw on you. He's gonna roll.
You're making tactical decisions that they wouldn't necessarily make.
You're right. So this guy is going to try to make you do a Constitution saving throw. As you feel something
Alright.
pierce into your soul.
I have to catch myself doing it all the time.
You're right. Yeah, no, that is fair.
Okay, I do not have con save advantage when I'm raging.
You don't get advantage at all normally, not unless you're in your shell.
Oh, I thought it was strength that I get advantage
You
on.
get strength and dex, yeah.
But I don't not con while I'm raging.
You get advantage on dexterity saving throw because you're a barbarian if you can see it.
Right.
Constitution, strength, and anything
Constitution,
else is
no, I don't. Okay. So that didn't hurt. So I'm making a con saving throw.
Yes.
19.
You succeed. You feel something try to go into your turtle shell, spiritually meaning, but you're like, no. And then you hear, not so fast, asshole. And then you hear,
Something gets snapped off.
They try to climb in your shell, you clench real hard.
well, you hear the spiritual, your spirit being just like, you're not allowed in here.
It's already crowded enough.
Yeah, it's already crowded enough. 5 of them are on the board. There's 3
of them have no one to swing at. Just by virtue of not being able to be near them.
Well, they have range capability. So one's over there. Where's the?
The other 2 are directly below them, aren't they? Or are those cacklers?
Those are cacklers. These guys, the
There's
humanoid.
one on me.
Oh, right. Thank you. Sorry about that. No, what? Make a Constitution saving throw. He's going to do the same thing with you.
Okay. He's gonna try and
Oh. Be right back.
he's gonna try and climb inside my soul.
Oh no, he's not going to do this because this is a strength-based thing, but he is gonna. What happened?
Nothing. Just keep
Nothing
going.
happened.
No.
Nothing. Put it off to the side. It's fine.
Yeah, he's just going to claw you twice.
Okay. But I rolled really well on my save.
Yeah. Well, he knows that bows don't use strength, but he's not going to use it. So you roll 2 10s. neighbors.
And we're removing pieces of the
House.
Hey, you started first by leaving the table. Yes. So 2 16s are not going to hit.
No.
Nah, not a chance in hell. And the last one is going to put a spear. The last one over here is going to lift up its arms and just give a abyssal shriek that makes the air trembles and darkens a certain radius as he casts darkness in a 30-foot radius, hopefully gain both Vedic and Todd at the same time.
I'm not sure he will.
He will try. He will do it over Vedic preferred.
Alright, so this is 30 feet.
It's 30 feet between this guy and that guy, so that is not.
So he'll just
30-foot radius means 60-foot diameter.
No, 30-foot.
Yes, you're right, but 30.
30-foot
Let me
radius.
He can darken my knees.
2 of those.
No, it's
not centered on
it's an
him.
area of fact. It's not centered on him.
Oh, it's not centered on him.
Yeah, it's the spell darkness.
Oh, then yeah, he can totally do it.
To the 15-foot radius, so it's 30 feet.
Right, which
So
means he can only get
He's
cut
going to
off.
put it directly on Vedic,
That's fine.
removing all sides from the canister.
I don't care.
He's here.
Yeah, that's just it. I don't care. What are they teaching you demons nowadays?
Demon school.
He went to trade school, so.
And finally, it is now the Baylor's turn. At the start of his turn, everyone in 10 feet of him must take 3d6 fire damage.
So that's
Heck.
Yes.
that's
Act
action.
save. Woo! Acting your critters.
Acting the critters.
So
Well, I
that's
don't
going
have to
to
worry
be
about it.
13, 6.
I inhale.
Brimstone for breakfast.
It does not smell nice under here. Even he does not manscape a lot.
You've let
hair.
So
you've let worse things than that go in
everything
the pond.
around the Baylor that's within 10 feet takes
Worst thing is left my orifice.
takes 13 points of fire damage.
Burnt hair and dingleberries.
So that's going to be the 2 crickets, armies.
I'm on it.
You are immune. Is Sparks within 10 feet?
No,
No.
no, we
Okay.
covered all we. Yeah,
Lucky bastard.
Does his,
Todd's not within
does his
10
demon
feet.
buddy take action?
Uh,
The
they're immune to
spear
fire
thing
damage.
that you just showed, it hit the bottom of my feet.
Yeah.
Even if it's centered, okay, maybe fine.
Actually, they're only resistant, so they do take fire damage. Interesting. Okay. Noted. They take a little bit of fire damage for being a little bit close to the boss guy. Now the Baylor is going to immediately scream into the abyss as he tries to tear open, as he takes his sword and tries to tear open fabric of realities. And again, this is only a 50% shot.
Can he do that while we're straight?
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
Casting a spell.
Yeah.
I can never. There's one that doesn't let you do anything, and there's one that lets you not move
All right.
but do everything else.
So squid is bad.
Squid is bad.
Squid is
Ready?
bad.
3, 2, 1.
Squid.
Squid. A buddy of his comes
You need
out.
another Baylor?
You know what, Vedic? Since you can't see, roll a d4.
What? 1.
1.
Hey, Laura.
Does it look familiar?
Does it look familiar?
Hey, does the name Drayden mean anything to you?
So yeah, you got 1, which is the best possible outcome
For who?
for you.
No.
As only one Merilith answers.
These golden dice are very
This
generous
was the
for Vedic.
Baylor. This is another big beefy boy. I always say this one wrong.
Labrazoo.
Rabelazoo, thank you.
Labrador.
Go ahead and put him
Could be worse.
right here, if possible.
I'm not seeing
Because that's where the most bodies are.
Wow.
Have fun with that, Heck.
It just got crowded. As a beefy, almost crustacean-like entity standing on its high bestial legs that are reverse joints, with 4 arms, 2 that look almost humanoid but they're missing multiple fingers, red skin, and 2 gargantuan claws of a crab, and a bestial goat-like face with horns. Just,
Sparks, anytime you want to get up. Actually, it's dark in here.
yeah. You just hear demonic screaming.
Guys, tell me this is going well for us.
As the Baylor is going to take up, as a bonus action, take this ball of matted balls of bodies that it just mashed together into almost like a jawbreaker size to him of just corpses that dangle with these pouches.
Where did he get the corpses?
He brought them with,
No, they were brought here. The
Okay.
armories marched here.
but
All right.
are the
They've been collecting
did they
bodies
die
in the grove.
within the last 6 seconds?
No.
Okay. Then I don't care.
Yeah. As he brings it up and they sees all
I
these
have
dust
things I
particles of the drug fizz
What are you complaining
and
about?
throws
I'm
it down his
unconscious.
gullet and chomps on it.
I imagine like the jaw like elongates to allow. Yes.
Perfect.
I am not the Vindicator or the Vibrator.
And you can see
I
his
am.
eyes bulge, and as the fire intensifies, his muscles almost break the skin on his muscle as he just releases a good old growl as all his weapons intensifies as he like, "Ugh, fucking grow in the abyssal.
The claw thing, I just envision like crabs and
I'm gonna roll initiative for the
clam
crab guy.
shells being pried open with claws.
This wasn't the crab guy. This was the Baylor eater.
Yeah, this isn't going well for us.
So he rolled a natural 7. What is his?
Wow. And this tree.
It ain't great.
This tree is.
Thank goodness you took care of this like actual circle he was building. That's all I can
Then
say.
everything gets doubled.
9. So actually, this is quite opportune. This
Oh, great.
crab guy goes at initiative 9. The true bottom now after Sparks.
We knew he was a true bottom.
He was
It's always the
true
big
bottom.
ones.
Question: doesn't the summon not act until next round?
Let me double check.
Yes, I think you are correct.
A summoned demon appears in the unoccupied space of 60 feet of its summoner, acts on allies. As an ally of the summoner, it can't summon another demon. It remains for 1 minute until, or it is the summoner dies, or until its summoner dismisses its action. I don't see anything about that.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Sucks for us.
It's a good question, but no, I don't see anything like that.
All right, with the appearance of a Glabrazoo.
Let's finish 1 round.
The creatures
round.
act on their initiative just
One
like
round.
everyone else. This can lead to them acting in the round they were summoned or not, depending on where you are in the initiative.
Yep, and I just rolled initiative, and I rolled a 7 plus 2.
Great.
Yep. Just
Yep. So that's the end of the Baylor's turn, and honestly, that was a
Wow,
good
we
turn
haven't
for
done 1 round yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
And now goes
This will be
Sparks
okay.
hasn't even gone yet.
We'll get
Sparks.
faster.
Well, duh. Sparks is doing
Mark is going.
a fucking loading screen.
Bong.
He's in the Zen moment.
There's chaos all around him. His body is being ripped to shreds in the corner. Eck is currently tugging on the freaking sausage. With demons all around and people cussing galore with spells going off. I'm gonna roll a d4. You're looking for high.
Okay.
Motherfucker. Look, I'm not touching it.
Is that a
Yeah,
4?
all right. Let me see.
He needed a 4.
Fuck! He got a 4.
Sparks.
Would you like to begin setup process?
Sparks.
System update completed.
Your soul, hammered, crushed, squeezed, like almost like a rolling pin, as your soul is stretched to fit the form of a true titan. As you becoming titan right out of the gate, you scream as your body is almost ripped to shreds to be forced into a body that it should not be able to house. As your soul and mind starts to wane because it cannot reach everything that it needs to in this new form and body, as you come out screaming as a almost titan's bellow, as as Sparks comes lifting up with a high-pitched whistle wail and steam.
I imagine different plates start morphing to allow space as the body reconfigures.
I can't say that word.
What?
We all know the word that I can't say because it's...
Transformers?
No, not just shut the fuck up. I will take away...
More than beats this guy?
as your vestige becomes not level 2, but level 3.
I just skipped that altogether.
You just skipped it altogether because you waited the longest time. But you but you accepted your price.
David.
Now David is just gonna, I guess.
Holy!
It's two-sided! That's right, mine's the same way.
What?
Hey, Dave.
And
David, mine's the same way.
here's your miniature.
Oh, mother of God!
Oh yeah! Wow!
Has RPG elements. Thank you.
It's about time to get on the field. They've been waiting forever.
So place him and remove Sparks.
Wow!
And I'm gonna make a dexterity saving throw for.
Arise, Sparktimus Prime.
Where do you want? Right here?
It's right where it was.
So,
here?
Holy shit, that's huge.
Yeah, the demons are fine. They rolled a natural 17, so go.
You're all fucked now! It's
As
so dark in
literally
here.
cinematic perfection as this new clawed arm demon comes through the fray from the abyss to the material plane.
We have a
over. And suddenly, what the fuck am I? With the explosion might. The demon goes,
Gotta get the Wilhelm scream in.
yeah. We are going to take a break here as Sparks enters his first round.
Nice.
As a Warforged Titan that can kick some serious ass.
A really
Size,
important
large
question.
plus.
Does he still have the little strap, like the spot on the
Now
back?
it's like a ladder.
He actually has 2 platforms for entity.
good.
He has a whole thing, but he gets to choose what he has. So we'll get to that after he reads it. But this is a perfect stop. Yeah. This is a perfect stop to take a break so that he can digest that. So you still got like loading features. But I will tell you right
the
off the
fucking
bat.
user's manual.
Armaments coming online.
Yeah, I will tell you right off the bat, to be this thing and to be stretched, your soul stretched into this body that is much bigger than what is intended, your stats mentally, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma are -5.
Makes sense.
Whoa.
And
So it's pure juggernaut
He's no
mode.
longer sentient. He's technically a paperweight.
Like wisdom.
-5 across.
I have a 1 for a wisdom!
Oh God!
Like rats are literally smarter than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
So
14 intelligence.
Every
And
natural
then
creature.
the
No,
meat-
I don't care how many books you can read, you run into walls.
so
You put
This is
tomatoes
where
on
Fox
fruit
falls
salad.
over in that
Yeah.
mode, though.
this is where the phrase "the children titans" come into the phrase.
Oh, Children Titan. Okay.
Because they have so much might, but their mental capabilities are stretched so thin across the entire body that speaking to them is like speaking to a child.
Makes sense.
We'll see you next time, everyone.
Wow.
I hope you enjoyed this chaotic,
Smash.
Wow, this is
interjection.
fucking awesome.
And I'm getting
Now the dude.
crazy up here.
Beautiful map, by the way, with
Yeah.
the smoke and everything.
Thank you for the help, by the way, David, before this one.
That just changed my entire battle strategy, by the way.
Yeah, you had 4 rounds that potentially could have come in, and I'm like, all right, 4.
Alright, close it back.
Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone.
Bye.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together stand up. We'll shout a battle cry. The future beckons us and we'll stand unified. There's something coming and it's coming fast. We won't be frightened by the dead hand of the past. We are the warriors with sword in hand, and here we make a stand. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, together we roll. I'll protect you just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me?